Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to lay out my detailed plan for paying off my staggering $100,000 in student loan debt. As many of you know, I graduated a few years ago with a master's degree, but that fancy piece of paper came with a massive debt burden that has been weighing me down ever since. But I'm determined to get out from under this debt as quickly as possible so I can really start my adult life and reach my financial goals. Paying off $100,000 is going to be a huge challenge, but I've done a ton of research, budgeting, and planning to devise a step-by-step strategy to make it happen. Here's exactly how I'm going to tackle this mountain of debt. Step 1. Understanding my debt, interest rates, loan types, etc. The first step was getting a clear picture of exactly what I'm dealing with in terms of my student loans. I have a mix of federal subsidized loans, federal unsubsidized loans, and private loans from a few different lenders and services. The interest rates range from around 4% on the subsidized loans all the way up to nearly 12% on a couple of the private loans. Doing a thorough breakdown of all the different loans and interest rates was crucial so I can prioritize which loans to pay off first based on the interest rates. Those high-interest private loans are the top priority to eliminate quickly. Step 2. Increasing my income as much as possible. It's tough to make a serious dent in $100,000 in debt on an average salary, so I've made it a priority to increase my income through multiple streams. First, I got a raise and promotion at my 9-to-5 job by taking on some additional responsibilities. The salary bump gave me a few hundred extra per month to put toward the debt. But that isn't enough on its own, so I've picked up a side hustle doing freelance writing and consulting work. I put in 10-15 hours per week on nights and weekends to earn an extra $1,500 per month from my side gig. That extra income stream is absolutely key to accelerating my debt payoff. Step 3. Creating a detailed budget and debt payment plan. With my full income picture in mind, I then created a very detailed, line-item budget to maximize every dollar toward my debt. I listed out all my necessary expenses like rent, utilities, groceries, gas, etc. and cut out all non-essential discretionary spending. I'm going to live an extremely frugal lifestyle over the next few years to put as much money as possible toward the debt. Going out, vacations, new clothes, you name it, those luxuries are off the table for now, so I can dedicate around 50% of my total after-tax income each month directly to the debt payments. Using that budget as a guide, I then created a specific debt payment plan and schedule for exactly which loans I'll pay off in what order based on interest rates, and how much I'll allocate to each one. The highest interest loans are the clear priority. Step 4. Debt payment strategy, avalanche versus snowball methods. In terms of the actual strategy of making payments, I've decided to employ a hybrid approach combining aspects of both the debt avalanche and debt snowball methods. I'll start by making the minimum payments on all of my loans first. Then, I'll allocate any additional funds over the minimums toward my highest interest rate loans first to save money on interest and get rid of those more quickly. This targets the most expensive debt first, in line with the debt avalanche approach. However, once I've paid off a handful of the highest interest loans, I'll then switch over to use the debt snowball method on the remaining lower interest loans. The psychological motivation of knocking out entire loan balances one by one can provide a big mental boost. So avalanche first, then snowball once I've taken care of the most expensive debt. I've found this hybrid method works best for me. Step 5. Earning extra income from cash windfalls. While sticking to my budget and monthly payment plan is the foundation, I'm also always on the lookout for opportunities to earn some extra lump sums that I can throw directly at the debt to accelerate the payoff even further. For example, I've already put both my tax return refund and a small inheritance from a family member entirely toward the debt this year. I'm also going to put any bonus, commission, or other unexpected money toward the debt as much as possible. I may even look into picking up some short-term side gigs during holidays or peak business seasons to bring in some extra cash for debt payments. The more debt I can eliminate up front, the less total interest I'll end up paying over time. Step 6. capitalizing on potential raises, job changes, etc. Beyond actively earning extra income when possible, another key part of my strategy is to dedicate any significant permanent income increases fully toward the debt. If I'm able to get a raise, take on a higher paying job, or find other ways to boost my regular income, I'll put almost all of those income gains directly toward bigger debt payments. The budget I laid out earlier accounts for my current income levels. But if those levels increase over the next few years, I'm going to make sure nearly all of that extra income goes straight toward paying down the debt at a faster pace. Step 7. Staying motivated and adjusting as needed. Even with a solid plan in place, there's no doubt that sticking to such an extreme debt elimination strategy over multiple years is going to be a mental and emotional challenge. That's why I've built in some checks and rewards along the way to stay motivated. Every few months, I'll re-evaluate my budget, payment schedule, etc., and update it as needed based on any changes in my financial situation. I may adjust some discretionary spending limits slightly to avoid burnout. I also plan on rewarding myself with small treats anytime I hit certain milestones, like paying off individual loans completely or knocking out a certain dollar amount of debt. Having something to look forward to will help me stay on track. Conclusion. So that's my complete game plan for climbing out of this $100,000 debt pit over the next 3-5 years. It's going to take tremendous discipline and sacrifice, no doubt about it. But I'm determined to get this weight off my back once and for all so I can start building wealth and achieve financial freedom down the road. Paying off this massive debt is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. But with this detailed step-by-step strategy focused on boosting income, maintaining a strict budget, strategically prioritizing payments, and staying motivated, I'm confident I can get it done. If you're dealing with significant student loan or other debt yourself, I hope some of these tips and tactics can help you develop your own payoff plan. It won't be easy, but financial freedom on the other side will make the temporary struggle worth it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.